Senhoras e senhores, sejam muito bem-vindos à minha nova série aqui no canal. Sejam bem-vindos a Red Dead Redemption 1. Espero contar com o vosso apoio em baixo e sem mais demoras, vamos dar aqui o start. Rockstar Games. Misterioso este começo. Legendado em português do Brasil, esta é a novidade. Não tínhamos legendas em português. Ainda não temos, mas isto são criadas por fãs. Que nos vai levar até Armadillo, se eu bem sei. Aqui acho que é em Blackwater, onde aconteceu o roubo falhado da gangue do Dutch.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy votes, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace?
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Finalmente chegamos a Armadillo. Então, Zé. Assim.
How do you do, sir?
Então, Zé, está tudo bem contigo? Não te sentes bem? Escriza. Vai virar. Bem, vamos continuar que ele vai ficar ali. Vai ficar ali a fazer nada. Ora, vamos para a missãozinha. Encontrar quem? Faço ideia. Aí, foi já, meu. Vou já ir, meu. Calma aí.
You must be John Marston.
Eu sei lá quem sou.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to gag you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
O pequenininho ali a funcionar mesmo a bacante. Pequeno, bora. 5 jack até os cavalos, bora. E o gajo spawnou ali no chão. Tem que consertar a legenda, já temos legenda em
Well, here,
português.
let's mount up and hit the trail.
Olha que eu não sei pilotar cavalos, meu. Já joguei este jogo. Desde o mostrar que está em gravação. E
Take
não
it
correu
slow
muito
on
bem,
the way
bora.
out
Pode ser
of
que agora
town.
corra bem.
No need to kick up a lot of dust.
Bora. RM para frear. Vai o comboio, ir embora. Então, Zé, controlas esse cavalo não. E não.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
É
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk round those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are, not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah. So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. That's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat.
Olha para a carcaça. Ui, isso é lá, meu. Não sei
See the
olhar.
fort when you get to the top of this hill.
Profissional.
Come on,
ok,
easy
ok.
up now.
Porque é difícil colocar o
Yeah.
carro assim. Fatal, forte lança. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Listen, mister. This
Nós
here
encontramos
is
este
what's
som.
left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Vamos aproximar-nos. Tem alguém não?
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Ah, já temos dois gajos armados.
Bill,
né?
please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill está presente no.
Bill,
Mas,
I
faz parte da
implore
nossa
you
gangue.
think about this.
Fazia parte.
You implore me? You implore me? You always were one for fancy words.
Olha a cara deste gajo, meu, sem dentes já.
Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well,
Oh. Poor John.
Correu muito bem, né, John? Não, pensavas que agora ias matar toda a gente.
Well, you're alive.
so it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Aparentemente esta é a nossa casa, enquanto que a gente vai ficar aqui em recuperação. O gajo ainda está com o lugar. Dentro de Sabani. Sim, já vou, calma aí. Então vamos dar aqui uma olhada no cenário do rancho dela. Acho que é dela, não sei. Assim, né? Aproveitar que vocês deixem o vosso likezão aí em baixo. Subscrevam. Só para vos avisar, nunca joguei este jogo. Essa é a primeira vez. Eu já joguei o Red Dead 2, mas nunca joguei o 1. Então vai ser uma novidade. Vindo esta missão, esta já tinha feito. Para testar o jogo. Vamos então entrar aqui. Ela está aqui, né? É, né? Então, Zé, queres o quê?
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Vambora. Ia com o cara, quase matei. Ia com o caraças. Quase matei a Zezoca. Lol, ainda estás a matar. Sozinhos para fora deste rancho já.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse.
Assim,
Come on
vai lá
then,
na
I'll show you around the property.
Vai lá, vamos fazer um tour. Tour guiado, uma guiada.
Come on!
Bora. Onde é? Queres encontrar cerca?
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've
Por que que mandaste
Now, where'd
achar?
you
Como é
get
que
such an
explicar a
idea?
gente?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Yeah!
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Coelhozinho de vacas.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Não consigo controlar este cavalo, meu, vou-te dizer.
Let's go!
Olha, onde é que eu vou, pá?
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarlane.
Não. Vou amarrar o cavalo, para mim é o quadrado.
Well, are
Isso
we
é
going
pequeno, mas é.
inside?
Vou, velho, espera aí. Mas espera. Já tenho aqui uma faca, meu. Posso já... Lembida aí. Tá
How
com
about a cold drink,
sono.
Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I
Sim.
do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
Nada é que bem.
I want
Tava
to
aqui
see
a
just
dormir
who
tão
is
bem.
trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Ready, Mr. Marston? Let's mount up and patrol the ranch.
Aqui temos um rifle de precisão. Aqui é o nosso inventário. Bola de gado, uma faca. Rifle de precisão e o nosso punho que é para dar sopa à malta. Bora.
Whoa there! Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
Ah, não. Tranquilo.
Yeah.
Nós vamos acompanhar nesta
Thank you,
velocidade.
Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all.
E é para matar, é? Agora é para
Get your
matar.
rifle out. It's about time these little thieves
Não.
met their maker.
Matar coelhinho, bora. Já comecei a tirar bem. Mas, sai daqui, Zé. Ei, tu não matas ninguém, é? Finalmente matou. Como assim, Zé?
Good shot, Mr. Marston. That rabbits didn't stand a chance.
Olha, agora os senhores querem matar
See what else is
aquele
going
dalfão.
on.
Bora. Então, Zé. Ah, tem meu cavalo. Agora montei o
We should keep
cavalo.
moving. There's still a ways to go.
Come on.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock.
Come on.
Deixa comigo que eu é que sei, Zé. Olha aí. Agora, já tá mais um, pá. Bora. Vou mais lá à frente. Eu vou carregar com eles daquela maneira, só. Agora cola. Eu vou uma galinha.
Nice shot.
Quero uma galinha. Com caralho assim. A galinha sai a voar.
Last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
Bora.
Come.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Você separar do cavalo e retornará para o palanque.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss
É
McFarland.
nada mais ou menos que um tutorial, né? A gente se habituar ao jogo. A cama, a salvar o jogo. É isso que vamos fazer, né?
I'm eagerly awaiting delivery of a new variety of bone saw.
Mesmo isso no baú. Vamos salvar o jogo. Viram a sombra ali, toda com Minecraft. Sim, vamos salvar o jogo. Quero um cavaleiro, entrada no menu concluída. Abrir o baú para quê? Não. Tem nada, curto. Afinal tem munição assim. Bem, vamos ficar por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham gostado de mais um. Mais um não, então Zé. Aqui da pessoa cozinhar, né? Deve ser, né? Red Dead Redemption. Espero que tenham gostado do primeiro. Vamos até concluir o jogo. E tchau!